It's time for Mindful Music Moments. And this week we're listening to Symphony Number 2, the second movement, Adagio non troppo, by the composer Brahms. It was composed in 1877, and it comes to us from our partner, the Cleveland Orchestra. Brahms was one of the greatest composers in history, often referred to as one of the three B's, which means Bach, Beethoven, and Brahms. Despite taking years to write his first symphony, this piece, his second, was written in less than a year. It is often called his pastoral symphony for the way it creates an atmosphere like a beautiful pasture in the Austrian Alps. So let's get ready to listen. Put your feet on the floor, hands on your lap or on your desk. Sit up nice and tall. Close or focus your eyes and find your breath moving in your body. This piece begins with a beautiful melody from the cello section. Today, take deep breaths in and out as you listen to this relaxing melody. Fantastic job. We'll be back tomorrow with another mindful music moment thanks to the Cleveland Orchestra.
Good evening, even though it is very clearly the afternoon. Welcome to a special holiday version of UCS Good News. I need some WD-40 as my presence. This is our weekly live broadcast where we highlight positive news stories from all over the school community. And this week, just like last week, we reached out to you and your dentists, your reindeer, your Yukon Corneliuses. We asked you to share the good news. The response, as always, was glowing, gleeful. We always say on the show that we get to share the good news, but you are the good news. On behalf of myself, the entire UCS production team, and Bumble, the abominable snowman of the North, we'd like to say thank you to everybody who submitted a positive news story this week, and happy holidays. And with that, it's time for some good news. All right, it's almost time for winter break, and we've been receiving glad tidings from classrooms all over the community. For example, third graders from room 221 wished everybody a happy holiday season this week. Santa Claus was on campus today, so the big man himself was sharing holiday messages of happiness. Here he is with a group of students. Mrs. Whitmer and Mrs. Modger's classes wrote letters to Santa Claus on Buddy Day. Here are the authors at work. And if you're sending a letter to Santa at home, here's a little guidance from the United States Postal Service. Final step, place your completed envelope into a larger envelope with appropriate postage, inflation being what it is. North Pole, postmark, Postmaster 4141 Postmark Drive, Anchorage, Alaska. And the letter will get where it needs to go. Okay, Roots and Shoots Club sent holiday greetings to all. Noel, Will, Giovanni, Mariah, and Emily have had a great time so far this year working in the garden and Turtleback Farm. Here they are doing their good work, and here's a message from the group.
Happy holidays for Roots and Shoots!
Thank you, Roots and Shoots. Also, as part of their religion retreat with Miss Michelle, second grade students made angels to remember the angel Gabriel's visit to Mary, and Mary saying yes to being the mother of Jesus. You've heard of taking a walk in someone else's shoes, but what about someone else's hooves? Students in Miss Sakura's class have been doing just that. They've been imagining what it would be like if they were transformed into reindeer for one magical day. All right, so here's an example. If he was a reindeer, he'd play with Santa. Levi, thank you for sharing. If she were a reindeer, she would jump. And then how about this? If I were a reindeer, I would eat Santa's cookies. You know what? That's a good point. It always has seemed to me that the old cookie carrot divide has been an unfair one. I'm sure reindeer all over the world will appreciate your advocacy. So thank you for sharing, Ms. Sakura. Also, it's been well documented that the Grinch hated Christmas the whole Christmas season. Don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. So you have to be on guard. Some resourceful preschool students have come up with some sample language for you so you can fend off the Grinch if he comes to your house very nimbly and tries to stuff all your presents up the chimney. Okay, here's the sample language for you. All right, what would you say to the Grinch if you caught him stealing Christmas? Don't take my presents or my Christmas. You can stay and play with my toys. Great sample language there. Thank you for sharing. What would you say? Tell him don't steal Christmas. Go home. But if you feel alone, I know some people, and we will build you a house. And finally, what would you say to the Grinch? I got to push him, and then Mimi and Papa's dog can get him. All right. So all solid responses here. I was also thinking that you could call your local SPCA. Reindeer may be scarce in these parts, but making a reindeer out of your dog, Max, seems like cruel and unusual punishment if you're asking me. Also, option 5, you could call a cardiologist, because we know that the problem is not that the Grinch's head is not screwed on right, or that perhaps his shoes were too tight. The real problem is that his heart was 2 sizes too small, and a cardiologist, I'm told, can help with cases of cardiomyopathy. Also, let's be honest, the amount of roast beef and hash in the Grinch's diet is a little alarming, and a consultation from a physician could help with that as well. All right, now it's time for Staff Spotlight, where we highlight the stellar achievement of one of our talented staff members. Miss Julie earned her CDA. She's a TA in pre-K number 1, or Child Development Associate, We are so proud of her hard work and her dedication to the teaching profession. So congratulations to Miss Julie. Okay. Whoa, hold on. Just one more day left to promote the calendar raffle fundraiser to family and friends and to qualify for any of the top 3 incentives, including an overnight stay for up to 6 people at Kalahari Resort. Okay, here's what you need to know. As of today, Mariana and Eliana M. are currently leading all families with 49 raffle entries sold. The current leading homeroom is Miss Hayes, in room 116 with 66 raffle entries sold. And while Miss Harrison holds the current lead for UCS staff with 46 raffle entries sold. The final results will be shared on the next edition of UCSGN when we return from the holiday break. So don't forget to share the website with as many folks as you can to support Urban Community School. All right, time for a winter sports update. The 6th grade girls basketball team had a nail-biting victory on Sunday. They played like a team, moved the ball well, encouraged one another. They were having fun playing the game. Also, 6th grade girls won a tough game over the weekend, 18-17. Go UCS. All right, time for Creation Station, where we feature the creative exploits of UCS students. Here's one from Vera. This is her design. Dream big, good advice, and a lovely design, Vera. Thank you for sharing. Keep coming, students. Any designs you want to share, you can send them to the email address scrolling down below. And then here's a video from Vera. A flip book.
There the pen sat at the bank alone. Then one day he got his first scribble. Then he moved in with all of his other pens.
Vera, thank you for sharing. Maybe we could do another installment next week. All right, I got this anonymous note. Not my artwork, my friend's artwork. Please don't share my name. Okay, I won't. Here's the artwork. Mr. Hurley, looking like he's wearing Michigan colors here. Number 10, which would make him Zeke Berry or my friend Alex here, both who wear number 10 for the Wolverines. Okay. Also another one, not my artwork, my friend's artwork. Please don't share my name. Got this one as well. Oh, look at this. Mr. Hurley, but wearing his Ohio Buckeyes colors. It says, I love the Buckeyes. Looks authentic. Number 7. And then, here's another one. I love Ohio State. This time he's got the red mohawk and red beard, which is a nice touch. Number 7, of course. Oh, wait, don't forget, Mr. Bonfiglio was also featured wearing number 7 last week. This is number 7 here, number CJ Stroud, so they're wearing that proudly. And then I got this one. Could you please show this piece of artwork I made for UCSGN? This one's from Oliver. Oliver, I can do it. Here you go. Oh, here's Mr. Bonfiglio saying, go Michigan. His shirt says, got Harry Potter on it. It says, Harry Potter hates Ohio. Boy, the whole state, that seems a little extreme there, Harry. But you know what? I looked up the evidence here, and here's some primary source evidence that suggests that maybe there's some truth to the idea. Okay. And finally, from Sophia C., here's my very good friend Alyssa being a butter fluff Buckeye tree. This one took a little research for me, but you can be the judge. Here's a Buckeye tree. Here's Alyssa being a Buckeye tree. Spot on, if you ask me. All right, time for Teamwork Makes the Dream Work, where we celebrate UCS community members who work together to solve a problem, take on a common challenge. Third graders in room 221 worked hard together to read a Scholastic magazine. Room 210 worked in groups to crack the code of which neighbor stole all the Christmas presents. Sounds like the Grinch's work to me. Everyone was able to figure out who the suspect was in less than an hour. Second graders from Miss Bunsey's class enjoyed time with their pre-K buddies. In Miss McDermott's class, the buddies worked together to complete holiday tangram puzzles. Oh, I love tangrams. And here's another image of the tangram gang. Okay. Time for Isaac Okoro, Ice Cold Intellectuals here. Isaac Okoro had 8.3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, quite the stat line, against Oklahoma City Thunder the other night, and he used all of his ice cold intellectual power to do it. Gabby C., Donald K., and Maya M. are following in his footsteps. They are Urban Community Schools' Ice Cold Intellectuals of the Week. Okay, time for Positive Wolf Owls, where we feature students who've received positive feedback from a UCS staff member this week. Darian A., pardon me, gets a howl for academic accountability and real perseverance for working so hard on his math facts. Congratulations, Darian. Here's one from Miss Bunsey. Tony O. from room 220 has been working hard to focus on his learning. Been doing a great job completing his classwork. Great job, Tony. All right, last week, show me those gaming clips. Show me those clips. Came back by popular demand this week. Back again. Jadiel said, can you please put this on UCS Gen? And you asked, and we can do it. Here it is. Okay, there we go. Thank you for sharing, guys. We also got this from Shiloh Charles Ethan, which may or may not be a screenshot from a video game. So thank you for sharing. I hope I got it in the right spot here. All right, now it's time for Perfect Pets, where we feature the pets of UCS community meowmbers, both real and imaginary. Michael H. wrote in. He said, we got a new ferret. First, that's our dog. But then, hey, here's our new ferret. Looks like they added the new ferret to the ferret duo that they already had. So they got a triumvirate of ferrets now. Got a name for 3 ferrets. Email it to me on the show. All right, now it's time to climb into the DeLorean. It's Throwback Thursday. This is when we feature a photo or fun fact about a UCS staff member. You get to try to guess their true identity. All right, here's the trivia question. Which upper elementary teacher is a big fan of karaoke? Nobody got it last week, but we did get a submission this week. Here it is. Sam and Marielle think it is Miss Chelsea. Can I have the drum roll, please? Thank you. Thank you. And let's open up the card. Who is it? That's right. It's Miss Chelsea, is the big fan of karaoke. In fact, her favorite karaoke songs to sing are Shania Twain songs. Which Shania Twain songs? Any and all Shania Twain songs. And I have it on good authority that Miss Chelsea will be performing a medley of Shania's hits at tomorrow's staff party. That's right, folks. She's going to bring down the field, the house. I hope you can all be there. All right, twinning continues to be winning here at UCS. Philomena and Miss Lori were twinning at recess with their Santa hats. Ho, ho, ho. Miss Mason sent this one in, a little Pokemon twinning. Thank you. Holiday Spidey twinning. It's your friendly neighborhood Spidey and his amazing pajamas. Here's the most interesting twinning in the world. Okay, little news from the Taylor Zone. Facing history students examine pivotal moments in history and learn how choices made in the past have shaped our present. We are lucky enough to have the Facing History headquarters on our campus, and the Facing History and Ourselves student leadership group put in the work after hours in a meeting with students from across Greater Cleveland recently. So congratulations to those students. Also, this week was one big holiday celebration for our Wolfpack leaders and their mentors under the creative guidance of our own art teacher, Miss Molly. The middle school Wolfpack leaders and their mentors worked hard together to create colorful winter hat ornaments. Let's take a look. Beautiful. Look at the artistry. Oh, and they're wearing the hats. Very nice. Okay, no, Miss French and Ruth cannot join us. Perhaps in the new year, we'll bring back our make-believe meteorologist. So we're going to finish and head into the holidays with one of our favorite segments on the show. You know it. I know it. It's called Getting Figgy with It. It features our very own Mr. Bonfiglio's dance moves captured by roving field reporters in the middle school. Let's go to the videotape from Yadkiel. Here's Mr. B rocking and rolling. You can't always get what you want, but in some instances you can, and I've gotten it right here. Also, a pretty good Mick Jagger walk there. I like it. Oh, and a little Charlie Watt drumming as well, and the bow to finish it off. And finally, just got this in breaking news: some basketball tricks from Miss Gill's class. Oh, and the dunk at the end. All right, that's it for this edition of UCS Gen. Turn in next year in 2023 for all the latest good news. I'm Mr. McLaughlin. Have a holly jolly winter holiday, everybody.